Prep 3. New Hello. Unit 18. Sea Life. Lesson 1. Ask and answer. Where is Ras Muhammad and why do people go there? Number 2. Read this blog and check your answers to exercise 1. Khalid's blog. I live near Ras Muhammad, which is a famous national park in Egypt. I go diving there 2 or 3 times a week. If I had more free time, I could go diving every day. The Red Sea near here is fantastic. If you dive in some parts of the world, the sea will be rough and cold. Here, the water is very calm and warm. If you didn't want to go diving, you could go snorkeling and you could still see a lot of sea life. The coral here is wonderful. The colors are beautiful and the coral is of different sizes. Did you know that coral is made of very small animals that live together in large groups? The groups of coral look like plants. The coral is protected and the sea life is fantastic. There are fish here that you can't see anywhere else in the world. If you dive to the bottom, you will probably see a stingray. However, if you went to Shark Reef, you might not see a shark. You have to go at the right time of year. You can often see dolphins, and they are fun to swim with. Birds also love Ras Muhammad because there are so many fish for them to eat. In autumn, thousands of birds stop here on their way to Africa. Have a look at my photos. There are hundreds of them on my website. Of course, if I hadn't taken my special camera, I wouldn't have taken any photos under the water. Answer the questions. Okay, before answering the questions, what can we see here in the pictures? What is this? Yes, it's a shark. It's a gray one, I think. Okay, and what is this? Yeah, this one? Yes, this is the stingray. This is the stingray, okay? And it's sometimes very dangerous. Now answer the questions. What would Khalid like to do every day? Khalid would like to go diving every day. Khalid would would like to go diving every day. Of course, I'm not going to write numbers in the test if I have a question like this, but because there is no space to write the answer. Number 2, why is the Red Sea good for diving? Why is the Red Sea good for diving? Because it is calm and warm. It is calm and warm, okay? Why is, so here we can write why is the sea life so good around the coral? Why the life is so good around the coral? Because, and of course I told you before never to start with because. You're going to start from the head of the question. Okay. The sea life is so good around the coral because the coral are of different colors and sizes. What will you probably see at the bottom of the sea? At the bottom of the sea, I will probably see what? Sharks? No. I would probably see the stingray fish. Okay. I will probably see stingray. The stingray, okay? And here we said because it is calm and warm. What can you see on his website, on Khalid's website? Yes? I can see hundreds of what? Of photos on his websites. Number 6, what is special about Khalid's camera? What is special about Khalid's camera? Yeah? Yes. It is, or it can take pictures or photos under water. Okay. Lesson 2, number 1, underline the verbs in these sentences. Then, write if it's a first, second, or third conditional. Number 1, it's done for you. If I had more free time, I could go diving every day. So this is second conditional. Why? Because might not happen. The event might not happen. Okay? Number 2, if you dive in some parts of the world, the sea will be rough and cold. What is rough? It is there. Yes, here. We said rough is hard. Okay? So it's a... Now here are the verbs, dive and will be. So it's the first conditional and it will probably happen. The event will probably happen. If you didn't want to go diving, you could go snorkeling. So it's the second condition. Why? Because it might not happen. It might not happen. Number 4, if you dive to the bottom, you will probably see a stingray. Yeah, it's a first conditional because will probably happen. The event will probably happen. Okay. Now, number 5, if I hadn't taken my special camera, I wouldn't have taken any photos. So it's a third conditional because it might not have happened. Okay? So the verbs here are hadn't taken and wouldn't have taken. Now let's remember the 3 types of conditional if. First, second, and third conditionals. We use the first conditional to talk about situations that will probably happen. Example, if we go to the sports club tomorrow, what will happen? We will phone you. We use the second conditional to talk about situations that are either impossible or which might not happen. Like, if I was a small child, I'd love that toy. If I went to England, I would go to Cambridge. That means I'm not a graduate, okay, from Cambridge College. Okay, so this is impossible. Okay, or might not have happened. Might not happened. We see the third conditional. We use the third conditional to talk about events in the past which did not or might not have happened. If my uncle had lived in England, he would have spoken very good English. That means his English is not well. We can also use might to talk about general possibility in all conditional sentences. For example, in the first conditional, if I see Ali, I might ask him to help me with my homework. Might here means will, perhaps, maybe. Second conditional, if I was late for the train, she might take the bus. If she was late for the train, she might take a bus. That means, might here means would, perhaps. Okay, because this is in the past. So might here should be in the past, not may. Third conditional, if it hadn't rained yesterday, what would happen? We might have gone to the beach. Okay? But what had happened? It rained, so we cannot go to the beach. So might here equal would, perhaps, have. Complete the sentences to make first, second, or third conditionals. Number 1 is done for you. If I go to the museum, our friends might be there. Number 2, if Haytham worked in a bakery, he would gain experience. If you go to this desert at night, you will be scared. If I have lived by the sea when I was younger, I would have been stronger. And I'd here means I would. Ask and answer. Number 1, it's done for you. If you had a holiday, what might you do? If I had a holiday, I might go to the beach with my friends. Number 2, if you go to the library this afternoon, which book will you borrow? If I go to the library this afternoon, I'll borrow a book about the oceans, or about history, or about anything else. Number 3, if there hadn't been any buses this morning, how would you have traveled to school? I might have traveled to school by taxi. Okay, let's turn the page. Lesson 3. Ask and answer. Now, what are these pictures? Yes, this is a shark, which is very dangerous. A turtle. Okay, and it can live on water, both in water and on sand. Okay, this is the stingray and this is the wreck. What's a wreck? A wreck is the remaining part of a drowned boat or ship. Okay, a drowned boat or ship. Now, what can you see in the pictures? Of course, I can see sea animals and a wreck. Which would you like to see if you went diving? Sorry. I would like to see sharks, turtles, stingray, or wrecks. I'd like to see turtles. Okay. Maybe somebody likes to see sharks. Maybe some others like to see stingray. Maybe other people want to see the wrecks. Okay. Which do you think are dangerous? Which of these are dangerous? Yeah, of course, the shark and the stingray. Okay, listen to a diving instructor, that means trainer, speaking to some divers. What are they unlikely to see? Okay. What are they unlikely to see? Now let's see. Listen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. My name is Tanner, and I am your diving instructor for today. Unfortunately, Samir, the instructor you had with you yesterday, isn't well, so he can't come today. I just want to talk to you for a few minutes before we go on our dive today. So, have you got all your diving equipment? And diving equipment here is a plural. We don't add S. Okay. So have you got all your diving equipment with you? Yes, thanks. Good. Let me tell you where we are going today. First, we are going to Shark Reef. This is where you could see some gray sharks. Have any of you swum near sharks before? No, never. Okay, well, if a shark is eating food or it feels frightened, it might not be happy to see you. However, we do not look like a shark's food, so they won't try to eat us. If we see a shark, we will get behind a coral wall and hide. The shark will relax and quickly go away. However, I'm sure we won't see a shark today. It is the wrong time of year. What a relief. Thank goodness for that. You will, of course, see a lot of wonderful fish. After Shark Reef, we will move to Yolanda Reef, where there is a wreck. It's a very old boat, and it has been there a long time. There are thousands of fish to see here, and also turtles. Some of the sea life is almost impossible to see because they hide in the coral. Swim near me so that I can show you what to see. Diving isn't dangerous, but you must be careful. So remember to watch what I am doing. Near Yolanda Reef, there is a fantastic coral garden full of beautifully colored coral. You will be amazed. Great! I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to this dive. Now, any questions? Okay, let's go. Now, guys, let's go to our questions. Okay, so the question here says, listen to a diving instructor speaking to some divers, yes. What are they unlikely to see? They were unlikely to see sharks, of course. Okay. Now, listen again and answer the questions. Number one, why isn't Samir with the group today? He isn't with the group today because he is ill. What are the divers taking with them? They are taking what? The diving equipment with them. I don't say they are taking with them the diving equipment. No, they are taking the diving equipment with them. Okay. Where will the divers go if they see a shark? Huh? Are they going to stay and stare at it? No, of course not. So, the divers, or they, will, let's say they'll do what? Hide, yes, behind a coral wall. Yes. What has been in Yolanda Reef for a long time? What was there for a long time? Hmm? Yes. So, in Yolanda Reef, there has been a wreck. Okay. Or there has been a wreck in Yolanda Reef. Number 5, what should the divers do to be careful? What should they do to be careful? Remember? Hmm? Yes, they should follow what the trainer, or not the trainer, the instructor, sorry. Okay. Say. Okay, that's why I'm telling you to answer with pencil, not a pen, to be easy to erase. Okay. Now, work in pairs. Student A and B, choose an activity from below. Tell your partner about it. Listen to your partner and show relief or excitement using expressions from the function box. Okay. Okay. What a relief. Thank goodness for that. Okay. This is for relief. Feeling at ease. Okay. Excitement. Great! I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Now, number 1, you can go to the beach tomorrow. We can go to the beach tomorrow. Great! I can't wait. You thought you did badly in an exam, but you did well. Yeah. You can add anything else? Yes. Thank goodness for that. Okay. Grandma tells you that your friend can come to the family party on Saturday. So what are you going to say? Are you going to feel relief? Okay? Are you going to feel relieved or excited? Which is which? Yeah, of course, excited. So you say, great! Okay? I can't wait. I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. That means I'm waiting for this anxiously. But now they say it has moved away. Oh, sorry. The news said that a bad storm is coming. But now they say it has moved away. So, are you going to use excitement? words and expressions? No. You're going to say relief ones, okay? So what do you say? Whew. What a relief? Or thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. Okay, let's move to this page, okay, which is the Red Sea. Okay, what can you see here? It's a sailfish. Can you see this? Okay, yeah. It can kill, by the way. Yeah. Okay, now, and this was a shark. This is coral reef. The Red Sea is one of the warmest seas in the world. For this reason, hundreds of fish and animals live there. In fact, if we didn't have the Red Sea, the world would have 20% fewer kinds of fish. One of the special kinds of fish that live in the Red Sea is the sailfish. This is the fastest fish in the world. It can jump out of the water at 110 kilometers high. Stingrays also live in the Red Sea. They live in groups of 5 or 6 and usually stay at the bottom of the sea. They like it there. Why? Because other fish can't see them. Okay? They might have been eaten. There are also more than 40 kinds of sharks. Some of these are up to 3 meters long, but not all of them are dangerous. You may be surprised to know that some coral can be more dangerous. Divers need to be careful of fire coral. It is called this because if you touch it, it will burn you. Larger animals also live in the Red Sea. Green turtles grow to about 1.5 meters long and live for 23 years or more. If they are in water, they can swim at about 55 kilometers an hour. And we can say also per hour. Okay, you can make slash, okay, and we can say per hour. But they are very slow when they walk on beaches. They usually only visit beaches every 2 or 4 years. Why? When they are ready to lay eggs. A mother turtle can lay up to 200 eggs in the sand. Complete the sentences. Number 1. If we didn't have the Red Sea, the world, yes, what would happen? The world, would have 20% fewer kinds of fish. Okay. Number 2, if you touch the fire coral, it will burn me. It will burn me. Or it will burn you. Sorry, it's not me, it's you. Okay, it will burn you. If green turtles are in water, they can swim at about 55 kilometers an hour. Answer the questions. 1. Why do so many birds and animals live in the Red Sea? Because, yes, it's the warm seas in the world. What else? Okay, that's it. Number 2, why do stingrays usually stay at the bottom of the sea? They usually stay at the bottom of the sea to hide from other fish. How big are some sharks in the Red Sea? They are big, up to 3 meters long. Why and when do green turtles visit beaches? They visit beaches every 2 or 4 years when they are ready to lay eggs. Now, do you think we should protect the sea life in the Red Sea? Why and why not? Do you think that we should protect the coral reefs, the sharks, the turtles, okay, the stingray, the sailfish, and the other animals, dolphins? Of course, yes. Okay. Why? Because this could be a source of income to us, okay? It gives us a lot of money. Many tourists can come and visit the Red Sea and are fascinated with the coral reefs, okay? The sharks, turtles, stingrays, okay? They can also watch the wrecks of the ships, okay? And why not? Why if we don't protect the sea? Yes, of course. All the sea animals will die out, okay? Will extinct. Okay? They will die. Now, turn the page, review. Now you can talk about sea life. Complete the sentences. Okay? Here it is. We have coral, we have instructor, we have stingray, we have wreck, and stingray, they have chosen it in number 1. That big flat fish is a stingray. We did not know where to dive before the what helped us. Yeah, of course, the instructor. So we don't need it. Number 3, when they were diving, they saw what? And the what of an old boat. They saw coral, of course. Okay, and the wreck. Okay, use first, second, and third conditionals. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Number 1 is done for you. If the weather is good today, we will go snorkeling. If Amr had visited his cousins in Australia last year, he visited Sydney. Okay? So, Sydney is a city in Australia. If Amr had visited his cousins in Australia last year, he would have visited, okay, Sydney. If you fell off that wall, you hurt yourself. If you fell off that wall, you, would hurt yourself. And let's write it here. Number 4, if Sarah wins the race, she be very happy. If Sarah wins the race, she will be very happy. Show relief or excitement. Do you remember? Okay. Complete the dialogue. Mother and Sammy. Hala and Mona. Tamer and Mother. Teacher and Sammy. Okay. Here we have great. Okay. Relief. Wait. Mother says, we are not going shopping today. Sammy says, I don't like shopping. Hala, we are going swimming this afternoon. Mona, I can't. Yeah, I can't wait. She's happy because she's going to the sea. Tamer, Ali fell off a wall, but he isn't hurt. Mother, what a what? Yes, what a relief. Okay, so we don't need relief. Teacher says, You have all passed your speaking tests. Sammy says, I'm very happy to hear that, so it's great. Okay, writing skills. When we take notes, we do not write full sentences. We write the important words only. Mariam went to the doctor at 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, what are the main points here? What are the most important words? Who went? Mariam. Okay, where? To the doctor. At what time? At 10 o'clock. If it is calm on Saturday, we could go diving near the island. If it's calm, so we are caring about the weather here, okay? We could go diving near the island. Diving near the island. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.